Hi, welcome to Tattoo America. In this episode, we go to New York City for the 14th annual New York City Tattoo Convention at the Roseland Ballroom. There we meet Micheal Brown, an interesting artist and an interesting fellow as well. Does this incredible lowbrow art. You have to see it to believe it. After that, we go to Wayne, New Jersey, where we meet cover girl and tattoo artist Azaria. All that and more right here in Tattoo America.
Being heavily tattooed, it actually influences the type of people who you date. Actually, ever since I got my neck tattooed, guys don't like to approach me because they think I'm scary or hardcore. Yeah. So it's kind of frustrating. You know, I'll see some guy and I think he's cute and he's too scared to talk to me because he thinks like I'm more hardcore than he is. But really, like, I'm the nicest person you'll ever meet. One of the cool things too about being tattooed is I think tattoos are the ultimate accessory, because no matter what you wear, they look good on you and they make you look better, I think. And they go with anything. I could wear a garbage bag and I'd still look cool. A garbage bag with a belt around it, maybe. And I'd be good to go.
We lost good people in 9/11, you know, it was a huge time, and you know, my best friend's father died, and I felt like I wanted to get a sleeve, and I wanted to get the right thing that was to be very meaningful, you know. So it was a win-win, you know. I've yet to go, I have some other art to put on it, but I mean, as far as it goes, like, it just came out beautiful, man. It resembles Pain, you know, or the Clamp, just Grim Reaper coming to take the towers. It speaks for itself, you know.
Micheal Brown, born right here in Manhattan, moved to the DC area years ago, spent most of my adult life in the DC area. I got into all this stuff because my parents worked for the Muppets, and they are still, to this day, professional puppeteers, which is weird. So, I don't know, you put together cute Muppets and stuff, and then growing up in the 70s, you know, when it went on in the 70s, I guess it comes out like this. That's pretty much how I got started. Growing up, I always had a workshop. My dad always had stuff to do, and, you know, I wanted to be a tattoo artist, just way too nervous to work on people. It's just so permanent. It freaked me out. So, and I'm very right-brained. I have so much respect for tattoo artists. The fact that they can draw stuff up, you know, right away while people are waiting for them, and they work harder and more than most artists. They just drawing every day. It's an amazing thing. I have such respect for them. I think my artwork takes a little bit of tattoo culture and puts it in it. And the places I visit, took some trips to Mexico, Japan. Every time I take a trip, a little bit of that culture comes into my artwork. So, I don't know. It's a big gumbo of stuff, you know. I think that's the best work, is a big gumbo, big mixture of stuff. My favorite artist of all time is probably Joe Coleman, the painter, Joe Coleman, you know, New York's own. It's just mind-blowing. I used to do a lot of album cover art. I grew up in DC when I played in a bunch of DC hardcore bands. And that was fun because I got to do a lot of flyers, a lot of posters, a lot of album covers. Did some Meat Men covers. After that, I ended up going to the Corcoran College of Art in DC, which was a very good school, which is where I met my wife. I actually mainly show on the West Coast. I show at Les Luz de Jesus a lot, which is a great gallery. And they were sort of the grandfather of the lowbrow art movement. Billy Shire owns Les Luz, and he was the first guy to show Joe Coleman, and I think, and definitely Robert Williams and the Piz, and that's like the home for lowbrow art. But I actually like coming to places like this because you do an art show and you go to the opening and it's sort of done. A lot of people don't pay attention to the art at art shows. They're busy hobnobbing about But at tattoo conventions, it's much more down to earth. It's nice. It's that people actually pay more attention to the art. You get compliments 12 or 13 hours a day, or they just roll their eyes and walk out. But it's nice. It's not, after working my ass off on this stuff, it's nice to have 3 days of people going, "Oh, I love this stuff. I can't afford it, but I love this." It's nice. The greatest thing, I think, I like to inject humor in my art. And even if somebody doesn't buy it, I love when people walk out of the booth laughing and smiling, and it's just, to me, that I get a kick out of that.
He's a great guy.
Need more helpers. Like a rock star, you just come in and sing with it, and everybody else gets everything done for you. Hi, I'm Azaria Vanderveen. I've been tattooing for about 5 years now at Shotzi's Tattoo in Wayne, New Jersey. Started working in the tattoo industry pretty much right from 18, out of high school. My favorite style to tattoo is probably kind of like quirky, off-kilter things. Like I like doing like sketches as tattoos as opposed to maybe just like a black outline colored in. I like to do things that maybe another artist would look at and say, well, that's not a real tattoo. But I like to make it a tattoo, maybe like optical art or some things that are different. And also I love just little silly stupid things like I have the Wheel of Cheese tattooed on me. I think a lot of people take themselves too seriously and take their tattoos a little bit too seriously. So it's fun to be able to do something where people can like laugh at it and just, for the hell of it, you just did something funny. I have a lot of different tattoos. Some of them have meanings, some of them not as much. Like I said, I have Gouda cheese tattooed on me pretty much just because I love cheese and it's just silly. This tattoo in particular is one of my more favorites, the panda bear. My brother is my hero. I love him to death. He's kind of traveling a lot because he's in a lot of bands, so he isn't around that much. But when we were growing up, he had this panda teddy bear that there is not a picture of him without this teddy bear under his arm. So I always wanted to get a tattoo for him, and I couldn't think of what the right thing to do would be. And then one day it just occurred to me, like the panda. I apprenticed under Shotzi Gorman. And it was a hard apprenticeship. It was really tough, but I learned so much from him, and so much just about the business and about the kind of artist that I want to be, and the kind of art that I want to attach my name to. And the peonies, he particularly loves the Japanese style, and I really wanted something to kind of you know, mark my apprenticeship with him. So we decided to do kind of a matching set on my arms. And I've been tattooed by everybody who works here, so it's kind of nice, mostly on this arm. And when I look down, and like my boys are with me, you know, it's my shop arm, carry them wherever I go. I think being a female tattoo artist in the industry is a bit different. I mean, I don't think it's any secret that the tattoo industry is a bit of a boys' club. And, you know, the biggest problem that I seem to have is a lot of people come in here and they automatically look at me and assume that I'm the receptionist. And they, you know, they don't want to listen to any answers to questions I have. You know, they'll ask me a question and I'll tell them the answer, but then they wait for one of the guys to walk by and ask them the same question, and the guys give them the same answer, and they're like, oh, okay. And I've also noticed, as strange as it is, that a lot of women don't seem to want to get tattooed by me with larger work. Like if they're getting a tattoo either on their breast or somewhere a little bit more personal, maybe something small, they want to come to me because they feel more comfortable being with the girl. But then when they decide they want a sleeve, they want to work with one of the guys. And they'll come up to me and they'll be like, well, you know how it is. Like, you know, girls don't do things as well as guys. And I'll be like, you're a girl. I love living so close to Manhattan. It's my favorite city in the world. Like I said, I travel a lot. And I've been all around the world, you know, Sydney and Barcelona and Amsterdam and, you know, all these amazing cities. And they're all great, but there's nothing like New York, you know. Everybody wants to be us, and I'm a big city girl. I am a Jersey girl, born and bred. I love it here. I don't think we have an accent. I think everybody, you know, is mistaken about that. Maybe in South Jersey, but not up here in North Jersey. We speak the way people should speak.
Thanks, Azaria, for a great interview. If you want to know more about the New York City Tattoo Convention, go to nyctattooconvention.com. If you want to know more about Micheal Brown and his great art, go to ucstudios.com. And of course, to see more of Azaria, go to shotsiestattoo.com. Well, that's it for this episode of Tattoo America. We end with Melissa from Las Vegas. We'll see you on the road.
My name is Melissa. I'm a tattoo artist in Las Vegas, Nevada at Club Tattoo. I started getting tattooed when I was 14, started an apprenticeship a year later, and I'll probably do it as long as I'm physically able. For me, it's a way to express how I really feel.